Paul Rudd's charm has lit up the screen for decades. From his early days in 90s rom-coms to his Marvel reign as Ant-Man, his range spans heartwarming comedies, emotional dramas, sci-fi adventures, and superhero blockbusters. Now, with buzz surrounding Avengers: Doomsday and his eerie new film Death of a Unicorn, Rudd is once again at the center of Hollywood conversation. As fans revisit his filmography, the big question rises: which Paul Rudd movies truly stand out? In this video, we will dive into the 10 best movies of Paul Rudd. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and smash that bell icon so you never miss a cinematic countdown like this.
I know there are people who say all these things don't happen. I swear, we are infinite.
At number 10, we have The Fundamentals of Caring from 2016, directed by Rob Burnett. In this movie, Paul Rudd plays Ben, a former writer who becomes a caregiver for a teenager named Trevor, played by Craig Roberts. Trevor has muscular dystrophy, and together they go on a life-changing road trip. The film is emotional, funny, and full of heart. It shows a different side of Paul Rudd, away from big superhero movies where he shines in a more serious and touching role. Even with the heavy moments, Rudd brings his usual charm and humor, making this one of his most underrated performances.
Should we give her a ride?
I want to go and see my father. He left when I was 3.
At number 9, we have Clueless from 1995, directed by Amy Heckerling. This was one of Paul Rudd's first major hits, and it's now considered a cult classic. In the movie, he plays Josh Lucas, a charming ex-stepbrother of Cher Horowitz, played by Alicia Silverstone. Rudd brings Josh to life, making him a lovable character that audiences couldn't get enough of. Over the years, Rudd has become known for his everyman roles, characters that feel relatable and down-to-earth. Clueless was one of the first films to show Hollywood that Rudd could nail these types of roles, setting the stage for his successful career.
Just like me. You go, girl.
At number 8, we have Ant-Man from 2015, directed by Peyton Reed. Paul Rudd became a huge star in the MCU with his role as the tiny but mighty Ant-Man. When the film first came out, many were surprised by how much fun it was, and it quickly received great reviews. The movie not only made Rudd a fan favorite, but also helped push Ant-Man into the spotlight of the Marvel Universe. His charm and humor won over audiences, and the success of Ant-Man proved he could lead a big blockbuster. Without this film, Rudd might not have landed roles in other major projects like Ghostbuster, Afterlife.
Scott, get out of there!
You sure? You're just a thief!
No.
At number 7, we have Wet Hot American Summer from 2001, directed by David Wayne. This hilarious movie takes place on the last day of summer at a wild camp, where the counselors are trying to make it through the chaos. The film has a lot of early 2000s charm and a satirical feel. Paul Rudd shines in one of his funniest roles alongside comedy stars like Molly Shannon, Amy Poehler, Bradley Cooper, and Elizabeth Banks, all early in their careers. Rudd completely owns his part, showing his comedic genius. Wet Hot American Summer definitely helped cement his status as a comedy legend. At number 6, we have Forgetting Sarah Marshall from 2008, directed by Nicholas Stoller. After being dumped by his famous girlfriend Sarah Marshall, played by Kristen Bell, Peter, played by Jason Segel, heads to Hawaii to escape. But things get awkward when he finds Sarah and her new boyfriend there. Paul Rudd plays Chuck, or Kunu, a goofy, scatterbrained surf instructor. Though he's not the main character, Rudd steals every scene with his hilarious performance. He's clearly having a blast being a completely goofball, and his ability to stand out in such a great cast shows just how talented he is.
You need to get back on that board.
At number 5, we have Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, from 2004, directed by Adam McKay. This film is one of the funniest and most quotable comedies of all time, and Paul Rudd plays a big part in that. He stars as Brian Fantana, one of Ron Burgundy's close friends who is known for his wild antics with women. Rudd's character is hilarious, especially when he talks about his cologne, sex partner, claiming it's made for a real partner. The movie is full of ridiculous humor, and Rudd nails his role, adding to the film's legendary status in comedy history.
It was the 1970s.
Looking good, San Diego.
At number 4, we have Avengers: Endgame from 2019, directed by Joe and Anthony Russo. When Paul Rudd joined the MCU, he probably knew he'd be in some big movies, but Endgame turned out to be one of the highest-grossing films ever. The movie is the climax of the MCU's Infinity Saga, and Rudd's character, Scott Lang, Ant-Man, plays a major role in the time heist. While Ant-Man is known for his humor, Rudd also delivers some powerful, dramatic moments in the epic film. Being a key part of such a huge movie and franchise is a massive achievement for any actor.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
At number 3, we have the 40-year-old version from 2005, directed by Judd Apatow. Paul Rudd has worked with Apatow on many films, and this one became a cult classic. Rudd plays David, one of the friends trying to help Andy Stitzer, played by Steve Carell, lose his V card. It's not just a small role. Rudd is front and center, bringing plenty of laughs as a key character in this hilarious story. His work in this film helped solidify his career, making him a staple in many more Apatow films. The 40-year-old version played a major role in his rise to fame.
Look at me!
At number 2, we have Knocked Up from 2007, directed by Judd Apatow. This film was a huge hit, launching Seth Rogen's career and showing off Paul Rudd's comedic brilliance. Rudd's performance and his amazing chemistry with Leslie Mann were so memorable that it led to a spin-off, This Is 40. His role in Knocked Up proved he's not just a supporting actor, but a comedic powerhouse. If getting your own spin-off doesn't show how great you are, what does? Knocked Up is a perfect example of Rudd's natural talent and his importance to modern comedy.
I'm gonna be there to rear your child.
You hear that, Ben? Don't let him near the kid. He wants to rear your child.
I'm gonna go sneak a peek, see if there's anything I can do. Dude, get in here.
At number 1, we have The Perks of Being a Wallflower from 2012, directed by Stephen Chbosky. While Paul Rudd isn't the main character, his role as Mr. Anderson, Charlie's teacher, is key to the story. Rudd's character helps guide Charlie, played by Logan Lerman, through his tough moments. One of the film's most powerful lines, "We accept the love we think we deserve," is delivered by Rudd, making it even more impactful. His performance is sincere, heartfelt, and subtle, showing a different side of his talent. This role proves that sometimes the smallest parts leaves the biggest impressions.
I know there are people who say all these things don't happen. I swear, we are infinite.
Paul Rudd has delivered unforgettable performances across many genres, from comedies to heartfelt dramas. Each film showcases his unique charm and range, making him one of Hollywood's most versatile actors. Which movie from this list is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the CineWizard for more interesting videos like this. Turn on your notifications by pressing the bell icon so you don't miss any of our new videos.